Hey, what's up, HSF? Oh, got the sound on right here. What's up, George? Yeah, this is just going to be it won't be that long unless you guys want it to be. But it's just so I can show the new Contender. We got a new car in yesterday. Hey Pete, nice to see you on a Sunday. Just kind of hanging around waiting to see if Jeff shows up so we can see his car. Is the view okay? I got the camera a lot higher. I wish you could see how high. It's literally against the ceiling. Trying to get this wider view so you guys can see the turns. Hey Robert. Happy Sunday. What's happening, guys, on this fine Sunday? Like I said, I'm just kind of waiting to see if Jeff pops in. As you guys can see, I have the crossover in just so I can run laps back and forth on both sides. I'm trying to get myself acquainted with this car. Hey Digger, welcome aboard, brother. You're going to the doctor's. Hope everything's okay, man. Oh, it was good, Robert. Yeah, highly recommend the new Deadpool Wolverine movie. Yeah, totally. You really got to be up on your Marvel Universe stuff because there are literally hundreds of Easter eggs. So, a lot of cool stuff in there. Yeah, highly recommend. Oh, crap, Michael. Leaky pipes. This seems to be an epidemic. George fixed some leaky pipes last week, or actually pipes that didn't work. Okay, Digger, good. Hope everything's okay, man. I gotta. Oh, you're gonna find out soon enough, Pete. It's a big surprise. Gotta tell you, I'm pretty sure that this car is gonna be the next winner chicken dinner. Yeah, Jeff built a really good car here, and he did some really cool stuff. Even sent a nice build sheet. Let's see here. Yeah. He sent a full build sheet of the car, and really cool. Oh, did you see it too, Digger? Yeah, I took my son to see it today. Fantastic. It was awesome. Totally awesome. Yeah. He sent a really nice build sheet here of the car and instructions on how to adjust it if it needs it. And yeah, this car is going to be a winner right here. Very simple. The chassis, very simple. And let's see, what is it? The motor's a Scale Auto 25K long can, and it's got lots of oomph, lots of torque. And the tires, he told me what they are. What is that? Tires. Wheels and tires. NSRs, Ultra Grips. The only thing with these tires is, and Jeff warned me, is that they wear quickly. And boy, he wasn't kidding. I don't know if you can even see it, but I've just about worn this one down to nothing. So he was smart enough to send a second set for the run, so I can use these tires to get accustomed to it and practice and run it. And it, like I said, already needs them. It's already certain spots the crown gear is hitting the track. That's how much these tires have worn already. So, but they do hook up. I will say that. Holy mackerel, these tires hook. NSR Ultra Grips. And the fronts are also NSR, but they're the Zero Grips. Pete has a slight advantage over everybody, or Jeff has a slight advantage over most guys because he also runs Revell track. So I'm pretty sure he set up his track and did a lot of testing. Okay, Digger, yes, we'll be here. But Jeff did a lot of testing on his track that he set up. And he told me his time. I'm going to keep it to myself. He told me what he was able to do on his track. So I'm going to see if I can at least match what he did. But for now, it's just a matter of practicing with this thing. And that's why I left the crossover in there, just so I could nice laps. I can get used to driving it. But this car, it does hook up, and it does handle well. It doesn't have any ill manners. The body is an old Eldon Ferrari P3. Of course, that's as far as it goes, as far as the original. Nothing else. I don't know if you guys can hear that every once in a while. That's the crown gear hitting because the tires are going down so much. I've been running it pretty good the last day. I'm going to do just like I do with all of them. I'm going to practice with it for a few days. And then beginning of the week, we'll do we'll do the official run live. It responds very well, especially nice clean track. Get the track warmed up, get the tires warmed up, and it really works. And the time that he was able to hit on his own track, if I'm able to do that here, he's definitely going to the top of the leaderboard. Yeah, it does, George. It really does. It's smooth and quiet, and it handles very, very well. Let me grab my drink, guys. Yeah, he's built a very, very good car here. Yeah, it's going to be a winner. I can't wait to do the timed run. I'm sorry it's a little dark down there on the end, guys. I'm just looking at it on how it looks on YouTube. I gotta do something better with the lighting. I need more powerful light bulbs is what I need. Get some illumination. But yeah, once the track warms up a little bit, the tires warm up, and all the dust is gone, jeez man, this thing just goes. Oh, hey Tad. Yeah, it's fast. Hey George, have you ever used these tires, these NSR Ultra Grips? It's really funny. I mean, look, I don't know if you could see it. How this one is literally half the diameter. It's eaten that much of that tire up because it's the outside tire. This track's basically an oval, so that outside tire is just taking a beating. And it has ground that tire down to nothing. Do they not last very long on your track too, George? This is my first experience with them, so. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you can just see it, boy. It's just eating that tire. It's just shredding it. And there's, freaking gumballs everywhere. Yeah, it definitely is hooking, and it's taking a little bit. I think it's taking a little bit of rubber. There's gumballs everywhere. It's taking a little bit off every trip around, I think. I haven't put anything on it but a little Windex. That's all. I just wonder if the wood track ate them up as bad. Yeah, you think so, George? But you put a lot of laps on your cars. I mean, like I said, I've been running this one since yesterday. I mean, there's, you can't see them, but there's marbles everywhere. It's a fun car to drive, though. Yeah, for you guys that are like me and run solo on an analog track, I tell you, that crossover, that really does make things better. I wish I had that when I started the challenge, because we run the challenge just on the inside lane. But that would have been really cool to run it with that in there. Too late now. We've had too many cars go through, but yeah, it really changes the track. Hey, nobody, how's it going? There is on HRW. Nobody. There's I don't know if George, if you could throw the link up, but yeah, there's a set of rules. The rules are there really aren't very many rules. Yeah, I figured as much too, George. Heavy car. This car, well, you know what? Let's weigh it. It is a pretty. It is pretty heavy. At least it feels heavy. Let's see. We shall see just what it weighs right now. Hey Eric, thanks for popping in, man. What make is the car? Tad? It is a Ferrari P3, and it's an old Eldon body. My God! Okay, look at that! Look at that rear tire. And now look at that rear tire. Yeah, I'm just grinding it off. All right, let's see here. What's it weigh? This is something I should do with everybody's car. Almost 96 grams, 95.98. So, yeah, 95.98 grams. So, it's not super heavy, but all right, let me see here. Let me just weigh. I was doing some comparison runs yesterday. I was running it against the Group C car, just for the heck of it, and I was running it against a Thunder slot, and the times were very comparable. Oh yeah, see, the Group C car only weighs 79 grams, so it's kind of a heavy weight. You know, brass chassis cars, they're just going to be heavier. And that vintage Eldon body, it's probably heavy all by itself. But yeah, definitely going to have to replace the rear tires on it before we do the run. As fast as they wear, I couldn't imagine you'd need to true them very much, if at all. But it's going to be a ripper. It just handles so well. Yeah, yours was a heavyweight, Tad. No doubt. Hey Chris, how you doing, man? Thanks for sharing your Sunday. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be fun. Yeah, good to see you here, Chris. Hey Shane, what's happening, man? Good morning to you. You know what I could do? I don't need this. I can shut this off. And we'll put the timer on. Don't need that. funny. Dave's exploding hot sauce. Yeah, it's a good one. Oh, hey Marty, what's up, man? So let me go ahead and I'll put this up here, and we'll do a couple of laps with the lap tracker on. It's not as comprehensive as Marty's fast lap, but it's all I got. So let's see here. Oh, it's even set up just about right. Just gonna move this up just a hair, right there. Where's it? Right there in front of me. Make sure. Okay. Actually, could go up a little bit more. Alrighty. So we'll get a baseline here so you guys can see. Again, I have the crossover in there, so this isn't indicative of what it's going to do on its real run, because obviously we're only going to be using the middle lane. So, but this is still fun. So let's give it some laps and see how it does.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
If you guys can hear that crown gear dragging because of that tire. Ooh. So I did a 492. I was getting faster laps out of it last night because the tires were good on it. Yeah, you hear it, Eric? What did I miss? Who stripped the grub screw? What are we stripping grub screws in? But anyways, yeah, last night it was running faster laps last night in the 4.7s. So this tire is holding me up. But like I said, I'm just going to run it until that tire's toast, and then I'm going to put his replacement tires on it, because he warned me in his note here that these tires were going to go away fast. So he wasn't kidding. So I'll get these changed out. I'm not going to do it tonight. I'm going to leave it, and I'll change them out before we do its run. But I tell you what, if you're looking for good grip, man, these NSR tires are something else. Yeah, I did, Eric. Yeah, like I said last night, I was doing comparison running last night. I was running Jeff's car, and then I was running this Group C car just for comparison, and it was running fairly simple. I'll show you here. I'll do a run with the Group C, and then I was doing with the Thunder Slot, the Ferrari, and of course it was faster, but not by much. You know, it was doing 4.5s, and I was getting 4.7s, 4.6s out of that. So yeah, it's going to be a fast car, especially if we do it on that inside lane like we always do. So here, we'll do that. Let me change it here. Let me set it for a 10 lap race instead of 20. Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5.70. 2, 5.00.
Yeah, so you already beat it with the slotted car, 4.8. 4.83. Yeah, 4.83. So, but it's right there. It's just right there. And if you put the tires on there, it's just as good. So yeah, it's gonna be a good car. It already is a good car. I still can't get over this. This is really good. Oh hell, I didn't even notice he even wrote it right on there with the weight. But yeah, this is something really cool. If you guys are gonna build a car, this is very helpful to me. It tells me everything, so I can tell everybody else. And also, like I said, he gave me very detailed instructions on if the car isn't handling properly, which way he wants me to adjust it. It's all good information. Yeah, it's definitely. Straight to the floor. See, there you go, guys. That'll teach him, huh? As long as it didn't land in the... Uh-oh. We might be in trouble. I think I just broke it. Break it indeed. Oh no, wait a minute. That's how you... Well, we did.
Dad, text message.
I just gave it a good break-in. I guess I'll be fixing Jeff's car. So well, so first, okay, well the back is very simple. It just has this little. Very weird. I see what he's done there. Oh, that's pretty neat actually. It's not broken. It has a little tab that the body slides under. This is pretty neat. Let me go grab a wrench and put it together. Yeah, it's fine, Cat. It's not as bad as I thought. I just haven't got a wrench to open it with. Wait a minute, did he send a wrench along? I'm almost positive he sent wrenches with it. Send me your car and I'll break it for you. Now look at him, Jimmy. Technical difficulties. Oh, I could have swore there was. It's not. Okay, no worries. We'll fix it. The burning ring of fire. Chad and his, what did he have? Taco Bell? Taco salad. Gonna burn everybody out of the house tonight, Tad? All right. It's a pretty neat way that he's done this. I haven't eaten yet. Hey, John. How's it going, man? Got here just in time to watch you break Jeff's car. I just need to get the right size wrench. Yeah, plug up George's plumbing again with your taco salad, Tad. Gonna have to break out the special tools. So sorry for this momentary interruption here, but I did pretty good at trying to kill this poor car. So I gotta open, not really open it up, but get the little clip that he has the body hooked onto back where it belongs. I didn't think you were. There's Jeff. Hey, good. Just in time to watch me break it, Jeff. You just missed me breaking it. Well, that's all right. I'm fixing it. It took a fall to the floor, Jeff, and popped the rear mount. It just popped it loose from the chassis here, so I just had to loosen that up and get this in here. Not a problem. I'm fixing it now. There we go. Yeah, this car is a screamer, Jeff. It runs fabulously. If I could stop breaking it for you.
Dad, text message.
Okay, Jeff, all fixed. So, Tad, we've been talking about your tires,
Dad, text message.
and let me see what we got going here. Cool, awesome. So, Jeff, we've been talking about your tires. I hope you can see it there. That outside tire, I've killed it. Yep, it's still running good, Tad. But I'm so glad that you sent the spare tires, Jeff, because they'll definitely have to put it on before we do its official run. Because I have completely eaten this tire right off the car. There ain't much of it left. See, Tad runs just fine. it left the track, Jeff. That's what happened. Yep, shotgun falls. It did. But it survived just fine. But yeah, just from running it, run the right rear tire about half its diameter. So yeah, you were right. Those tires go away quick. Hey Greg, what's up? Nice to see you here. So, since I got you here, Jeff, are the tires glued or no? Will I have to cut it off of there, or are they just pressed on? Just so I know when I go to replace it, and do I need to glue them? Okay, perfect. Yeah, I know, Jeff. I was complimenting you on your build sheet and your notes here. I hope others take a lead on that, because that is very helpful. And as I don't really use the NSR tires. I didn't realize that. Boy, it's kind of very similar to the Revaslot compound. They go away quick. But you built a fine car here, Jeff. I can't wait to do the run. I'm just gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna do it tonight. We're gonna, just like all the other cars, let's shake down and all that stuff, and then I'll do the official run beginning of the week. But I do like driving it. It is a good driving car. Yeah, I'm going to say at least shore 30, George. They're probably even less. They're really soft. But God, man, they work. They really grip. Whoops, and there goes the body again. I did it again. Whoops. God, I'm just having a hard time tonight here. It's alright. Like I said, it took a spill, so that's no big deal. Oh, I see. Aha, gotcha. Alright. Yeah, we'll take care of it. I'm just hard on stuff. There we go. That's what happened. Ah. I thought I broke it. It's not broken. The screw just backed out, Jeff. The screw that holds the body on it just backed itself out. Yeah, I know, Jeff. And that's why I say the screw was backed out, and I thought I broke it. It didn't. The screw backed itself out. It wasn't holding, but now it's holding. This is a very, very well engineered car. I love it. Man, you're not kidding, Jeff. It's kind of the opposite of what you would think, right? Crank the screws in, and you would think that it would slow the car down, but it's not. It's making the car faster. Freeze. Fine car, Jeff. Yeah, it's ultra grips, George, on the rear, and zero grips on the front, right, Jeff? On-site slot car mechanic. Hey, I do it for everybody, Tad. Oh yeah, no, thank you, Jeff. Okay, I'm gonna try something. Back here. Ah. Yeah, that thing just woke up a little bit. I swapped the tires from side to side. See what it does. 5.2. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to swap the tires. Yeah, I've got light oil over here, George. We want me to oil the tires? Yeah, I don't have any lighter fluid. But I'll tell you what though, I'm gonna, just for test purposes right now, I'm gonna swap the tires. Because now it's losing time now, where it was hauling butt, now it's not. I'm gonna go ahead and just for a few laps. I don't wanna wear these down for the main drive, but I want you guys to see how bloody fast this damn thing is. And yeah, Jeff is right. This track it's not the same as running on a Carrera or Skill Electric or any other track. That's why I always wanted Revell. I ran on Carrera. I prefer this old Revell. Yeah, you're limited on turns. Oh well. Yes, they are urethane, Tad. Yeah, that's what I've been using on it, Jeff, is Windex. That's what's on this little sponge right here. It's just Windex. Yeah, cool. Different animal now. Can you guys even see the difference? It's like, holy crap. Alright, we'll just do one time run. Hey Gene, you're not late. Alright, here we go. We're going to try just this.
5, 4, 3.
Because it's a different animal now.
1.
Well, they almost look like too good. Yeah, it went from 5.21 to 4.96. Boom, just like that. I'm changing the tires. So I'm guessing this thing. When we do the actual run on that inside lane. Yeah, like I said, Jeff gave me. He told me what he ringed out of it on his setup, and I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to wait until we do it and see if I can beat it. But I don't see how it's not going to. I think it's going to, no doubt. For as long as I can drive it. Yeah, we don't want to wear these down too quickly here. Loosen this back up a tad. fun to watch, to drive.
2, 1. 4.96.
Yeah, 4.9. So yeah. Yeah, you're right, Pete or Jeff. This is it's a little, it's hard, and that was the point. I wanted to make it hard to drive. You know, it's got ascending, descending turns with the 2 different radius in there and all that. And, you know, it does. It makes it difficult, and that's what I wanted. I'm assuming you set it up that way at your place. You duplicated it so that you could test. It's a good idea. Yeah, everybody's jumping on the Marco's bandwagon there, huh? They are awesome cars. I have mine from the first series, the first release. I love that car. Okay, I'm going to give it a break now, Jeff, because I don't want to wear these tires down. So I think I've got this thing nailed. Beginning of the week, I will set up a track and we'll give it hell.
Five, 4,
Marty's favorite Group C's.
2, 1.
Yeah, you're right there, 4.7. Hey, told you, thanks. What'd you work on, Greg? Yeah, like I say, I don't want to wear them off because I don't know. That was. Let's see if you can see the comparison. Sorry, cruddy camera angle here, but look at that. That's that outside tire. This is the inside tire. Look at that crazy. Totally wore it out. Hey Jill, thanks for popping in, man. Yep. Now we're just fiddling around. We were running the newest contender for the Fast Lap Challenge car. Now I'm just tinkering. That's such a smooth car. Yeah, I'm sure you probably put a lot of laps on him, Jeff, and then I put a shitload of laps on him. So, like I said, we'll save the new tires. Yeah, nobody's home. It's on because it's the outside tire. Like I said, this is basically just an oval. Yeah, okay, it's got a dip in the middle, but it's an oval. So the outside tire is taking all the punishment. So that's why we've got this drastic tire usage on this one, which is the outside tire. It's literally half the diameter of the inside tire. I guess, Jeff, you imagine you could probably have an extra set of tires now. If we wear that one down the same way, then I can use the two inside tires and put them on there and have another set. Are super grips better than ultra grips, George? And I can see there's marbles all over the track. Oh, damn, softer even. Yeah, track surface. I bet you this probably eats them up faster than your wood track would, for instance. Because I had the same problem on my on one of the 510s, the Revo 510. It's worn down one tire so bad that I can't drive it because it just drags the crown gear on the track. So I gotta get tires for it. Hey Joe, good to see you, man. Yeah, I don't want to give the impression that Revell track is like sandpaper or something good. It's definitely a lot like Polycar or like Ninco, but it does have a surface to it, more of a surface than Carrera, and it's very grippy as long as it's clean. If there's dust on here, it's like an ice skating rink. I'm sure that Jeff will tell you that. There is no rule of thumb, Mark. It's just trial and error. Yep, you got it. Like, I don't know, in all of everybody's tuning videos, whether it be Harry's or George's or Slot R's or whoever, you always listen to them. They're tuning for their own track. So it might, like Harry might tune one of his, like the Polycar he just did, and if you sent it to me, it probably wouldn't run the same on my track. It may be too much weight, or it needs more. It's just hard to tell. You have to tune for your own surface. Yeah, and that's what's hard about proxies, is that you tune your car to run good on your track, and then you send it somewhere else and it runs like crap because the track is different. It's very hard to tune a car to send in for a proxy race. That's why everybody always has so million questions. What kind of surface are you running on? You know, how deep is the braid? How wide is the slot? You know, all these things, because that helps them tune. Yeah, I am gonna have to vacuum the floor, Chad. There's marbles all over the place over here. Tire boogers, yeah, tire boogers. Here, I'm gonna go grab a different car. I shall return momentarily. I figured since it's been Riva Slot Marcos week, I'm going to get out my old one. I think it's kind of cool. On the new Marcos, they send you an extra wing, because they didn't do that on these older ones. But I mean, it's the same car. Yeah, it did, Greg. You're right. Putting Tad's car on that, and I knew it would. I knew that that's what that car really needed, is somewhere to stretch its legs. And it stretched them, it did. Oh, you have Carrera Track too, Jeff? So yeah, see this is from the first series. It's not as sexy as the oil can cars, but it's still cool. And it runs like the wind, man. I love this car. I might have to break down and buy one of the new ones. I want the STP livery. I'm sure it's probably gone by now. Man, just a small amount of tuning. Oh, wow. What livery is which car, Gene? The Marcos? It's some European livery. Roma Investments, Eurotech. I just liked it because it was orange and black. This is the car that Diane and Sasha sent me for my birthday. Are they sold out, George? Yeah, of course they are. That's alright. I got a Marcos. I can still race you guys. slot-based applicants. Okay, so the SDP card is probably still available then. Good. Mark, how old is my track? Well, it's probably hard, it's really hard to nail down a date, but this stuff was made in the '60s, so I think 1965, and then there's a little bit newer that was made in like '72. But all of my track is dated '65, so that doesn't mean necessarily that it was made in '65, but they quit making it in like '72, so it's no newer than that. You want me to time that one, Tad? All right, let's do that. Let me see here. Yeah, I told you. I agree. That's why I put that in there, and I don't do it for the challenge. I wish I had thought of that, but I do it when I'm running my cars by myself because, like, it doubles the lane length of the track. So. I'll check that out. Nobody's home. It is quick. All right, I'll just a quick time, a little 10-lapper.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Uh, 479, Tad. Average lap 499. So it's a pretty quick car. Where did you get all your track from, Jeff? I'm just curious. You have track you got for Christmas, Mark? Like back in the day Christmas or Christmas now? Yeah, these are good cars, Tad. Nicely set up Revo, man. It just runs good. I know people bitch about they're noisy, but it sounds like a slot car, so who cares? Yeah, thanks, Tad. Once you get used to it, you know what? The key is a well set up car. If you have a well set up car, it will run good on this track, on any track. Speaking of old Revell, Tad or Jeff, do you have any old Revell cars? Especially the plastic chassis cars that came in the 70s. I don't know if you have any of those that you run. If people heard those run now, if that's what they had to play with, they'd probably quit. They sound like coffee grinders going around the track, like a shoebox full of rocks. Wow, that's awesome, Mark, that you got it that. Wow, so you got it back in the day. That's awesome. There he is, Santa himself, Mr. Eric Wildman, full-time Santa Claus. Yeah, I was wondering the same thing, Gene. Did he fall asleep on us or something? He heard Christmas and all of a sudden he woke up. Wow, that's cool, Jeff. See, I got all mine. Some of mine I've had, I don't even know how long I've had it, for a long time. But I didn't have a whole lot. And several years back when I was kind of getting out of it again, I sold it all for the most part, except for a small box. But for the most part, I sold it off. And I had more then than I have now. But then when I started coming back, I started buying up track again. And there's a guy, I'm not going to tell anybody his name. There's a guy on Home Racing World that has a lot of Revell track, and he comes and he puts it up for sale once in a while. So I got a lot of it from him. He had a lot. In fact, I bought all of them. He had the 21-inch curves, which are harder to find, and the borders. I bought all of them that he had. So I think that he doesn't have a whole lot of track anymore. It's mostly straights. But yeah. So I got a lot from him, and I purchased a lot on eBay. So yeah, I'm always on the lookout for it if I could get it cheap enough. Problem is, people think it's like collectible, and they want $1 million for it. It's not collectible. It's available everywhere. There's a ton of it. Milk and cookies. That's it. Got the elves helping him. Nope, it's not Dwayne. I know you're thinking of George. It's not him. There's another guy on Home Racing World. He doesn't come around very often. The cool thing is he lives in Rialto where my mom lives, so it's easy to get stuff from him. But I'll just tell you, his name is Paul Quick, and he at one time had a ginormous collection. In fact, I bought a lot of track from him years ago. Yeah, Paul Quick. He also collects the old. He likes vintage stuff. He's got a ton of the old monogram hot shot midgets and stuff like that. Original ones. Yeah, holy mackerel. He's got some cool stuff. But yeah, I bought a bunch of track from him. I have well over 100 feet of track. Yeah, the borders are the hardest thing to find, Jeff. Oh, something else I would like to find that, man, I've only found a few, is the quarter turns. You ever seen them? With the borders? Forget about it. They're so expensive. Now, I have some quarter straights, but no borders to go with them. But I'm going to make my own if I ever need them. I just like having those sectional tracks in case you need it to join something up or whatever. But I have a few of those. And I do have I have an NOS in the original box, bank, the big bank. It was still factory sealed with the cellophane. I actually opened it to play with it once, but it'll eventually. I don't know if I'll use it on a track. I'm not real big on the bank, but I wanted to have it just because it's a piece of Revell. So. And if I ever do what I want to do and set up a Riverside one of these days, I'll need the bank. Sorry guys, my wife's giving me an update on what her and my daughter are doing in North Carolina. She took my daughter back to school, so. So yeah, get that out of the way for now. But yeah, so a little history on Revell stuff. Oh man, you're lucky, Jeff, that you got you have the curves. You have the borders that go with them. Yes, Tad, I am. I am going to build another oval exactly like the one I had, 6 feet wide, 14 feet long. That is what I will do. George, did you have your hat on too? I got one of those hats. Oh yeah, so you got all the stuff, Mark. Yeah, I do too. I have the high bank, the Monza high bank. I just have nowhere to set it up. Well, if the price is right, Jeff, yeah, like I said, I'm always looking for Revell stuff, especially that harder to find stuff. But the problem is, like I said, I see these stuff that guys are selling on eBay, and I just laugh. They want to NOS box of straights, and they want, you know, $65 as the bidding style. I'm like, get out of here. You know, that's too much. Is that what your oval is, Tad? At 6 by 14? That's awesome. I just liked it better. I like the wide turn. Yeah, everything Revell. I love Revell stuff. I mean, think about it. Look how old this track is. And okay, there's some busted tabs, but look, it still works just fine, even with the busted tabs. I try to weed those out, but for what I'm doing, because I take this up and put it down, take it down, put it up multiple times over to things get broke. So I have a box that for just this track. This is what I call it, my test track. And so when it's time, I pull it out of the box and I set it all up. The rest of it is all packed away in the back there. I don't even know how many boxes full of Revell track. It's well over 100 feet, and I have the borders and everything. So. But eventually when I do, I'm going to do like this. I don't know if you noticed it, Jeff. I skinned all the guardrails off because half of them were busted anyways, and they catch on the cars because, you know, it doesn't give you much room to swing out. And the cars were catching on those hard plastic guardrails and ripping bumpers off and everything else. So I just decided it was better to get rid of them. Eventually, when this goes on a permanent, when it gets set up permanently, it's going to be below ground level, so there'll be plenty of room for cars to swing all the way off, and I'll have a catch fence. Holy mackerel, $10, really? Wow. Well, let me know what you find, Jeff. I mean, like I said, I'm always looking for stuff, and for $10, yeah. Like I said, the borders are the hardest thing. Borders, especially for the 21-inch turns. They're just hard.
Dad, text message.
So yeah, I am a Revell-phile. Yeah, 4 feet wide. I didn't think yours was that wide, Tad. I did mine 6 foot because, like I said, I like the wide turn. I hated that inner lane, almost like it's a hairpin, you know, and so I made that thing 6 foot wide so that I wouldn't have to have such a tight inside turn, and it worked great, at least for me. That's just what I liked. I know that some people have, you know, space constraints, so it's hard to do it that way, but yeah, love my Revell. I don't know, you guys have probably heard this story before. I've told it several times about why I use Revell, and it's simply nostalgia. You know, when I was a kid, my neighbors had it, and they let me play on it, and I loved it, and I wanted it so bad, and you know, my parents just couldn't afford it. And so I ended up with AFX like everybody else. And well, not only that, but we didn't have room for this. We lived in a very small house when I was a kid, and I had a brother, and we had to share everything, so, but my mom couldn't afford this. So we got AFX, and I had AFX and my brother had Tyco, which was done. My mom should have got us all the same, but she didn't. But anyways, I said that someday I'm going to have that track, because that's what I always wanted. There it is. You know, there were were a lot of track companies back then. Eldon, Strombecker, of course. There was quite a few. Atlas. But if I'm not mistaken, you can correct me if I'm wrong, Jeff, but the Rebel track was the biggest track. So that's why I got it. Yep, AFX, Chris. Totally. Oh, hey, Chris. I didn't even see you popped in there. Yeah, AFX. But, even when I was a kid, I'm going to be honest, even when I was a kid, I didn't like HOs. It wasn't realistic to me. The cars were too fast. They didn't look like real cars. And, I don't know. I was never an HO guy. I played with it, of course, because that's what I had, and it's what all my friends had. And sometimes when my other friends that had AFX track, we'd get together. We had a room on the back of our house, and we would set up a bunch of track out there, and everybody bring their track over, and we'd set it up, and make these gigantic spaghetti tracks, and of course magnet cars. So we just ran the hell out of them, but yeah. I always wanted the big cars, as we call them. I didn't know what scale they were. All I knew was they were the big cars. Marcos flies. Well, fellers, I don't know how long we've been doing this. How long have we been on? I have to look over here to tell you that, because what am I doing? That's not, look at that. That's weird. Cancel that. Well, fellers. Oh yeah, we've been on here for over an hour now. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up for tonight, and I'm surprised my son isn't out here belly aching. He wants his dinner because we haven't eaten yet. So take him and go get a hamburger or something. But Taco Hell, that actually sounds good. Maybe that's where I'm gonna go. You just gave me a good idea, Tad. I'm gonna go get Taco Bell. So anyways, guys, keep an eye out. Beginning of the week, I'll do the live stream where we run Jeff's car for time, and I have a sneaking suspicion it's going to be our new champion. So if you're interested in seeing that happen, just keep an eye out for the live stream to start, and we'll give it hell, and hopefully we won't break it. Although I have it in writing that Jeff told me to give it hell, so he said run the hell out of it. That was his exact word. So that's what we're gonna do. So anyways, guys, thanks a lot, dudes, and we'll see you, well, at the beginning of the week. And we'll see you tomorrow night on George's, and we'll see you on Tuesday at Marty's. So maybe we'll do it Wednesday. How about that? So we don't interfere with George and Marty. We'll do it Wednesday night. How's that sound? So mark your calendars. So, all right, boys and girls, we'll have a good night, and have a good week, and we'll see you on Wednesday. Talk to y'all later.